I ain't wasting my time.
Jeff, that's yours.
Here, I'm not gonna talk about that.
Why?
Here I go again. It's just a paint kit.
You were just a paint kit. Ugh. Jeff got a haircut. We call him Big Haircut. So, before we get started, this is my mug today. It says it's my turn to take a selfish. And on the other side, it has David Rose. And if you hear clickety-clacks, it's because Juno has joined us in the studio today.
First time ever, and so she's exploring.
She's exploring, and she's also wearing a Christmas sweater.
Yep.
Right, Beaners? Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Foster the Meeple, a channel all about
board games.
And
board games.
And
board gamey things.
And
board games.
Exactly. Listen, did we just do a haul 2 videos ago?
Yes.
We did, yes. But in fairness, we just went to PAX. We did say that we wouldn't be buying or getting much at PAX.
That was a lie.
You shouldn't have believed us. You should have known better.
That's on you.
That's on you.
Yep.
That's, you know what? I'm not accepting any responsibility.
I don't feel any guilt for you believing anything we say.
You should have known better than that. Also, what you should have known better is that I did start a vlog, and I did it for like 3 days.
She did better than she's ever done.
But when we actually got to PAX, I stopped.
All the stuff before the con.
I did all the stuff before the. It's just so hard. Like
I'm
when
just
you're
also
there.
realizing I have the sweater on again.
Yeah,
in the video.
You wear it all the time. I found this one in luggage, so I haven't worn this one in a while. Where's my?
Every time we film, I have this sweater on.
Where's the logo on
It makes
this
me look
thing?
like a schmuck.
Help!
It's right there.
Okay.
I look like a schmuck.
Jeff, you're doing great. Okay.
I have more than just this one sweater.
Yeah, that's.
It's
true.
the most comfy.
Yeah, that's all that matters. Comfort over everything. Today's another episode of Board Games and Brew.
By the way.
It's Sunday, so we're throwing you for all sorts of
We're getting
loops.
back on track
Because
now,
it's
though.
my turn to take a selfish.
We're getting back on track, aren't we? After this?
My new greatest addiction is I have one Sprite every day. And that's what's in my mug.
It's called her evening Sprite.
My evening Sprite. Gives me a little bit of extra pep. We just got back from PAX Unplugged. We went 3 days before the con.
What happened to your voice there?
I don't know. It went up. I think I might be getting sick. My sinuses are a little janky.
I had con crud, so...
Jeff did. Maybe mine's just delayed. But we went like 3 to 4 days before the con. 3 days. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Then we were at the con, and then I stayed with Billy and Michelle for 3 days after the con. So it's been a long time.
Yep.
We got lots to talk about. We're going to show you all the games that we acquired. Maybe chat a little bit about PAX Unplugged, our experience.
I don't know if you want this to be, how quick you want this to be, but...
We're not going to take up too much of your time, but if you have 3 hours, the point is we had a great time. And we just wanted to say a huge thank you to everybody. Number one, who came to the Discord meetup. We had a really great turnout for the Discord meetup. So thank you to everybody that came and stopped and chatted with us. You have no idea how much that means to us. And it's been one of our favorite parts about doing YouTube.
Yeah, and thank you for all the people that didn't make it to the meetup but pulled us aside or said hi.
Yep.
In passing. We met a couple people at the airport. We met someone at Burger Joint. I'm not going to name names because it's just not worth listing everyone.
Except I will say we met like at least 5 Daniels.
We did meet a lot of Daniels.
It's a lot of Daniels out there. You know?
Yeah, it was great to meet you all and get a chance to chat briefly.
Yeah. Other than that, we just had like a super busy con. So we were in meetings. We were obviously meeting up with our friends.
Yep.
We got to play. We only played a couple of games. We played Heat with the Brothers Murph.
Yep.
We played Blood on the Clock Tower in person for the first time with the Table Knots crew and some of our Discord members, and Dwayne from Blackboard Gaming and Jazz from Lobby of Hobbies. So that was super fun. And we also got to play a game with Kellen from Board Game Barrage, which was awesome.
If you're into podcasts,
please,
highly recommend you go check out Board Game Barrage.
It's amazing. Yep. Seriously. We got to play some games with Rodney from Watch It Played and Dwayne from Blackboard Gaming. He showed us this amazing game called Wind the Film.
Yeah.
It's from a Japanese designer and publisher and
Sashi and Sashi.
Sashi and Sashi. So now we're on the hunt for it.
We're trying to find a copy.
It was awesome. We'll probably talk about it later in our wrap up. Anyways, we got to play games. We got to meet some people, hang out, eat so many corn dogs. We found a poutine at the market.
Fox and Sons.
Fox and Sons. If you're looking for a relative, like as close to a Canadian poutine as you can get, that's the closest I found in America so far.
Actual cheese curds, they squeaked.
And they were
gravy, passed the gravy test.
Yep.
Fries.
They put green stuff on it though.
Fries were a bit lackluster.
Yeah.
But they passed the gravy and cheese curd test, and that's usually the biggest hurdle.
Yeah. anyways, it was a great time. If you went to PAX Unplugged, let us know down below if you said hi, if you saw us, if you didn't see us.
Yeah, if I'm
I'd love
forgetting,
to know.
and if I forget names and stuff, like, it's tough because I only know people normally by, like, their handles on Discord or YouTube and stuff. And PAX is also, like, by far our busiest con.
Yes.
Like, for channel stuff.
Definitely.
It's chaos, it's hectic, it's exhausting. If at any point we were chatting with anyone and, you know, we seemed tired or whatever,
it's because we were very tired.
That would be why.
we were done.
Yeah.
Oh, and of course, we hung out a lot with Tyler and Ilya.
Yes.
I didn't forget about you guys, obviously.
They're
besties.
They're besties.
Let's get into the haul.
There is some stuff mixed in here that came after we got back from PAX.
2 things.
But we'll mention that. There's not much. There's 2 things.
Okay, I don't even know how many games we have to talk about, so let's just
It's over 30.
Alrighty then.
First up is actually the last game that we got at the con, and it's from Weird Games. And it is, that's a lie.
It's not.
It wasn't the last one. It was the second last. And that is Bayou Bash. And I actually have the expansion Bayou Bash Hog Wild. So this is a racing game from Weird Games and from the same designer as Vagrant Song, Kyle Rowan. Fun fact. Kyle had offered to teach me Vagrant Song. I didn't have any time to go meet up with him. So the con was coming to a close. I ran over to the Weird Game booth to say hi to Kyle, and he was like, I'm going to break down Vagrant Song for you in 5 minutes. I was like, perfect. And then he did that, and he was like, hey, did you want to take a look at my other game? It's like Mario Kart. And I'm like, yeah, duh.
Yes.
So he showed it to me, and in 5 minutes, I was like, we were like, Jamie's going to love this. Bayou Bash is really cool. It's a racing game in its purest form. You're trying to get fans out on your track, and you can knock opponents off the track. You can throw barrels around. You can set up traps. I do think it's a game that's going to be best at 4-player.
Yeah.
We're going to be playing it tonight, I believe, at 2. So we'll have more on this in the future, but really excited to give it a try. It actually might be the game I was most excited for leaving the con.
Right.
Because I didn't know anything about it.
I hadn't heard of it before.
Hadn't heard about it, and I really like Kyle's stuff, and thank you, Kyle, for giving us the opportunity to show this off.
Yeah, I'm so excited to play it. We chatted with the lovely people over at Funkoverse. Adam, who was at the booth. Funko. Right, the game is Funkoverse. Funko. And we were mentioning I love Funkoverse. And we only have 1 copy of it. We have the Harry Potter copy. And I might, at some point, just really like to do something special with it. We won't talk about it now.
Yeah, we're going to see what we can do, but there might be some special content coming up on the Funkoverse games.
Stop asking about it.
Funko
was nice enough to gift us with this set. This is the Squid Game set, which, by the way, I just watched for the first time. Like, when was that? Like, in the summer. And I, loved the show.
So good.
So we got the Funkoverse Squid Game plus the expansion, which comes with 1 extra character that turns into 2 characters.
No spoilers.
Young Ho. And he also, I don't want to say it because it is a spoiler, isn't it?
It might be.
Funko!
Squid Games!
Anyways, it comes with 4 characters as well as an expansion character.
Alright, next up was actually one I purchased. I found a place that was selling games from Essen. Fun way to get money from me. I actually saw this game on the first look table first.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I want to play that. And then I saw it was for sale and I bought it. That is Applejack. And this is from Game Builders. And it's the next Uwe game. So I saw this on the table and I was like, oh, that kind of looks like Patchwork. I looked at the cover and I was like, oh, it's Uwe. So that makes sense. This is a German copy, but there is English rules online that I found. Applejack is very similar mechanism to Patchwork, where you're basically moving around this circle track and trying to build out your apple orchard to produce honey from bees, and you're scoring different apple types. It looks really cool. I love Uwe. I was going to get it, and I did. So, no regrets.
Fun fact, we bought it, and it wasn't until later that night that we noticed it was all in German. It's language independent once you play it. I'm excited for it. You don't have to feed
It's
anybody.
Very cute. It's
don't
very
have to
cute.
feed anybody in that game. We went to go meet with the Whiz Kids team, Will at Whiz Kids. We were talking to them about the kind of content that we do and that I enjoy solo games, and I actually just kind of stumbled upon this game called Bathysphere, which is a, what does it say? It is a solo roll and write diving adventure. And I was just kind of like looking around the booth and I was reading the back, and it's hilarious. Like, there's little jokes on the back. Discover new depths of strategy and fun. So I was really excited to try this. They did gift us with this copy. I really wanted to play this and just kind of see what it was all about, because I had never heard of this before, and it reminds me of Scuba Steve. The ocean is your oyster, and then there's like a little note. Oysters aren't actually in the game, but you will encounter other marine life, including the murky one. So like, there's just like little funny things like that. I'm really excited to play this. I've not heard anything about it.
Also from WizKids, we got Marvel Remix. So we've actually already played Marvel Remix with Rodney, and it's Fantasy Realms with a Marvel twist, and the mechanics have a bit of a twist. So unlike Fantasy Realms, where it's pretty much just bringing in cards and optimizing your score, in Marvel Remix you can kind of take two different paths. One's the heroes, the other are the villains. And the villains score really high, but there's a lot of negative effects attached to the villains that you have to negate and that sort of thing. So if you like Marvel, I mean...
If you like remixes.
The card art's pretty sweet.
Finally, from WizKids, I told you I was excited for this game.
Jabba the Hutt Bird.
It's Featherlight. And look at it.
Jabba the Hutt.
How cute is this? I actually had a chance to play this with Michelle and Billy from Second Star to the Left when I stayed with them after the con.
It's a little Poo-Too bird named Polly.
Yeah.
Cute.
This is also very much similar to Fantasy Realms. So in this one, like, you're building out a nest. So there's cards from the middle. So you can either like swap a card with the middle in your hand, or you can draw a card and discard a card into the nest. And once again, you're just trying to optimize your hand for the end of the game. This game is beautiful, it's cute, it's super duper fun, and once again, just a big shout out to WizKids because they did gift us with all three games that we talked about. And I do just want to say very quickly, like, we obviously know that that is not something that happens for everybody at PAX, and we are super appreciative of it, and just wanted to we will let you know everything that was gifted, just so you're aware. But
yeah, and I think that's an important note. Like, we understand that we are talking about these games from a place of privilege, and that is never a thing we forget about, I guess.
No, definitely not.
So thank you to all the publishers. Next up, this one is actually waiting for us when we got home. I knew it was coming, and I've been super excited to get it. It's from one of my favorite publishers, and that is Ahoy.
Ahoy, matey!
Leader Games was kind enough to send this to us. I've played Ahoy already.
We both played Ahoy.
I would say a good stepping stone into Root. It's a lot more accessible. It's not quite as rules heavy. Very cute. Love a good pirate theme. I'm really excited to show this to our game group and talk more about it on the channel. If you like asymmetry and you like, Kyle Farron art, like, look at this thing. Yeah, so excited that this was waiting for us. And they also had a prototype copy of Arcs at PAX. I didn't get a chance to play it.
We didn't get a chance to play any of the first look games.
Yeah, I did take a look at it, and it looks incredible. I'm very excited for that one as well.
Okay, the next one that I have, this actually just came in the media bags that they were giving out. This is Flourish from Starling Games. I don't know anything about it. I think it's about gardens. Also, here's what I do know, is that Michelle showed me her copy. She's got like a fancy upgraded copy. I was like, my game's missing a bunch of stuff. And she's like, no, this is just the basic game. And I was like, oh. Anyways, apparently it's fun.
Next up, we have from CGE. So we got a chance to sit down with Nathan, and they chatted with us about two of their upcoming releases. One I knew about and was super excited for. One I didn't have any clue about, and I'm now very excited for. The first up is Starship Captains.
Star Trek, the board game.
It's inspired by Star Trek, and Next Generation.
And Star Wars. He said a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
space.
I wouldn't say this is a Star Trek board game, even though it does have that feel. It's a medium lightweight worker placement game where you are basically trying to go around to planets and like
do space
stuff. But you know what I mean? Like going around to planets and terraforming and doing all these things, and you're doing that by like upgrading your crew, and your crew have special abilities that they can do, and yada yada yada.
Yeah, there's like a little bit of like a tech tree that you build, a little bit of an engine builder. There's like worker placement aspect.
Yeah,
there's
and it's
like
really
card
cool
drafting
because your board is actually a ship.
Yeah.
And your workers actually go through like a queue, and you can only grab 3 at a time, so they can kind of get log jammed a bit. It looks really cool. Very excited to talk more about this on the channel, but you will see it at some point.
Yes.
Did you want to talk about the other one?
Yeah, sure do. Why? Because we're making a deal with the devil. Football is the devil. Deal with the Devil is the other game that Nathan showed us, and this is a very interesting and unique game. It is 4 players only.
Yep.
No exceptions. So in this game, each player is playing a hidden character, asymmetrical. One of those characters is the devil.
Yes.
And the devil's goal is they want to like steal pieces of everybody else's soul. So there's a part of this game where you are bargaining with each other. So you have like a little treasure chest. You're putting different things in. You're saying what you want. You put it into the middle. They get all shuffled up and they get dispersed. So you don't know who you're trading with. So you might know, okay, I'm giving a part of my soul to the devil, but I don't know who the devil is. Mm-hmm. There's also a part in this game where there's like a witch trial where you start to accuse each other of like, I think that you're the devil, or I think that you're this, and all of these different things. There's different phases of the game, and it kind of progresses that way. It is apparently like a bit of a beast. It's 120 minutes. It's obviously a lot to learn because you have to learn both the base game and the character that you're playing.
Nathan said this game is best played with groups of people that would play it a few times.
Yes.
Because the first one's going to be a bit of a slog, and you'll just start, by the end of it, you'll be like, oh, okay, I get it. Now let's play again. The component Jamie's mentioning, the chests, are really cool. They open up, the flap opens, you put your stuff in it, and then you close it and put it in the middle so that no one can see, and you shuffle them around.
There's also
it's so cool.
A QR code on the bottom. Mm-hmm. So you hover it over your phone or your app or whatever, and it will tell you who to give it to. Mm-hmm. Pass this to the player on your left. Yep. Anyways, there's a lot of really unique mechanisms in this, and there's a lot going on. But Nathan sold it to us like
it's one of the most. It's like, one of the most intriguing games of the con.
Definitely, the devil. Yeah, that's the guy right
very
there.
Cool. From Brotherwise Games. So this one is kind of attached to the con, but not attached to the con. So this is a prototype copy of Empire's End from Brotherwise Games.
And Sir John D. Clare.
From Sir John D. Clare. So we actually were passed this along from our friends over at Kovray. You can go check out their video on Empire's End if you're interested. We also will have a video on Empire's End coming up. Played it with them, and I absolutely adored it.
Super fun. Also very unique.
It's got a little bit of space-based feel to it, where you're tucking cards under your empire. Your empire is going to be destroyed in this game.
I burned everything to the ground.
You're trying to mitigate that as slowly as you can, basically. I'm really excited to show it to you. Thank you to Matt for allowing us the opportunity to show this to you, but you'll see this on the channel coming up.
Sir John D. Clare. The next game that we have was a gift from our lovely friends Tyler and Ilya from Kovray. You're going to hear about them probably a million times in this video and every other video. Just is what it is. You've heard of Calico. You've heard of Cascadia. Now, Verdant. This one's about plants. Haven't played it yet, and if I'm being honest with you, I don't know anything about it.
But we will.
Know that I have wanted it because I love the other games. Look at it. It's cute. There's a cat sleeping on a chair.
We don't have a copy of this. I wish we did, but we don't. But they also have Fit to Print that is running right now. I don't know when it ends. Does it end before this video goes live?
I don't know, but even if it's over, when it comes retail, you should definitely check it out.
Fit to Print is a game we just got introduced to at PAX. It's incredible. This is a game I actually bought from Kyle at the Gates of Loyang.
Uwe.
Another Uwe game. I guess I'm in the business of collecting Uwe games now.
Apparently.
I know this one's very hard to find. Kyle was selling his copy, so I bought it. Don't know anything about it. Just know that it's Uwe, and I'm excited. And Jamie's probably going to hate it.
Yes.
Fun fact.
Fun facts.
Speaking of fun facts.
Speaking of fun facts, why the lid's janky? Whoa.
Yeah, go figure Jamie would do this.
I didn't do that.
Yeah,
It shifted in my suitcase.
That seems like a Jamie thing to do.
Fun facts. This is from Repost Productions. Was also gifted to us from Tyler and Ilya. We were able to play this game. Did you only play it once?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we played it with Tyler and Ilya, and then I played it again with Michelle and Billy from Second Star to Left, and Jim of Second Star to Left, who you've never seen because he's not on the channel. This is a very, very fun party game where you are basically like, there's a question from 0 to 100. How important is food to you? That was one of the questions that we got. So you'd write down your number, and whoever's turn it is would put it in the middle, and everybody would try and figure out if they were higher or lower by putting their little plate down too. And then you get points if for however many you have right in a row.
The best part of this game, which I think Ilya had identified, is the conversations that actually happen in between rounds to explain why you chose the things you did.
Yeah.
It's a very cool game, and it plays for up to 8.
What? I don't know. I get 8+.
Yeah, crazy.
Crazy.
From Wise Wizard Games, we have Kapow.
Kapow!
I'll be honest with you, I don't know a ton about Kapow. I know that it's like a
dice game.
battler, like a, two-person dice battler. The cool thing with the Kapow is, like, as you level up your characters, you can change the faces of your dice. So the dice actually have, like, slots that you can put your powers into each side of the dice. So as you level up your character, your dice faces will change completely depending on how you want to build your character. I'm really excited to try it. It seems somewhat similar to games like Ashes Reborn, Dice Throne to some degree, that sort of thing. So very excited. This one was gifted to us from Wise Wizard Games, so thank you to them for that.
Let's do this duo, shall we? We stopped by the Kids Table Board Gaming booth, a Canadian publisher.
Love them Canadians.
Love them. You may know them of Creature Comfort fame and Maple Valley, the upcoming Creature Comfort sequel. They gifted us with Fossilis and Wreck Raiders. Fossilis is a game that I have heard so many good things about. Wreck Raiders I haven't heard as much about, but I am very excited to play it because it is about sea creatures. And I opened it up, and there's very adorable art. Look at this thing, Jeff. I don't even know what it is. Anyways, don't know much about either of these games, but I'm very, very excited to play them, get them up on the channel, talk about them more with you guys because they look super fun. I am very excited to play both of these because they look freaking cute.
Next up, another one I had purchased. And that is Planet Unknown.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something unknown. My knowledge of this game. This is definitely one purchase of me hearing a ton of my fellow content people talking about how much they enjoyed this game.
And it's space. Easy sell.
And it's a space theme.
I unboxed this, and I did not know anything about it, but let me tell you one thing. There's a Lazy Susan in this game. It's like a polyomino tile holder, and it spins.
Jamie's just going to be playing with it all the time. I've heard a ton of good things about Planet Unknown. Doolin also bought a copy over at Table Knots. He was super excited about it, and I was like, well, if Doolin's excited about it, I'm going to be excited about it.
We love Oink games, and so I had to get this one because it's called Quickety Pickety. Wait, Pickety Quickety. I don't know.
I thought it was Quickety Pickety. It is Quickety Pickety.
Oh, Quickety Pickety.
Can you Pickety Quickety?
Can you Pickety Quickety? Anyways, I don't know anything about it. But it's one of their new ones. Now, they did have another new game that I didn't get, and I really regret that decision. It was called Spot the Difference, or What's the Difference, or something. But I did get this one. I think it's Tiles.
Oh my god.
Do I love it?
I think this is a real-time tile flipping game where you're trying to make sets.
Quickety.
It's harvest season. Look for fruit, make some nice sets, and rake in the cash.
Pickety.
But it's not that easy. There are other people out there looking for fruit, just like you. You need to pick them quick. But for some reason, this forest is full of confusing fruit. Give it all you've got while trying to pick as many fruits as you can and turn them into sets.
All right, I love it.
That sounds
ridiculous.
Really fun.
It's going to be great.
Yeah, I was super excited that Oink was there.
I was too, but like, I would have got more, but then for some reason we didn't go back. Like, I got this one, and then I was like, oh, I'll go back the next day.
Well, because we have a lot of them.
We've got like 3 of them besides this.
3 of their best ones.
Right, but actually 2 of them we can't play it.
We have Startup, Scout, Fake Artist,
and Quickety Pickety.
We don't have Deep Sea Adventures?
No, I wish I should have bought it.
I thought we did.
Because they were definitely cheaper there. Actually, I don't know. They're a really good price at the Boardroom Game Cafe.
They are. They are that. That is true. Next up is another me purchase, and that is Oak from Game Brewer. I just want to read this quick. and you'll understand why I am excited to play this.
In the center of a vast but secret forest stands a mighty oak, a majestic tree that was already a sapling when the world was young. It is even said that from its wood, the ancients crafted the first humans and animals. In Oak, you are the leader of one of the 4 different druidic orders. Your goal is to bring honor to the oak so as to be selected to learn its secrets. Cleverly use your moot cards to perform powerful action in the temple surrounding the oak, or gain resources, rewards, and VP by climbing its branches. Summon magical creatures that give permanent blah 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 blah.
Druids.
Yep.
Magic.
Moot.
Animals. Moot cards.
Moot cards.
It looks really cool. Remember that
Very
it was the
pretty.
one you could add the helmet
Oh,
piece.
yeah, the meeples get helmets and outfits.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why I wanted it. Definitely. Okay, this was, this is another one that was waiting for us when we got home.
Oh, we also got this with it.
What is that?
The metal coins.
Oh, cool. That is Wayfarers of the South Tigris, and this is from Garfield Games, which is gifted to us from Garfield. So thank you to Garfield for the metal coins and for the game. We have already played this game.
I've played it once, and I know this is my favorite in the series.
I think I might agree with you. I really like Viscounts. Actually, I really like all of them.
I really like Paladins, but this one took it to a whole other level.
It's a great game, and we will have coverage on it. And I'm pretty sure we've already talked about it in a wrap-up, but just know the coverage is coming, and we think it's amazing.
The next 2 are from the same publisher, and that is Capstone Games. And Capstone was kind enough to listen to my awkward
Jeff was
conversation about how much I love their games. So Clay, if you see this, you probably won't, but if you do, thank you.
I have to sneeze. It's not going to come out.
I was fanboying hard when I met Clay at Capstone Games. The first one we have is Fire and Stone, Siege of Vienna, 1683. This is Ottoman Empire versus
Vienna.
Correct. This is a war-esque type game that I'm super excited to play. It gives me similar vibes to like Shores of Tripoli, minus some of the event cards and that sort of thing, but I'm a sucker for a war game now. I really hope Jamie likes this. I do think there's other people in our game group that will like this, though, even if she doesn't. I was so excited to get my hands on a copy of this at PAX, and I'm so happy I did. And again, thank you to Capstone for gifting that to us. You will see it on the channel in the future. Next one, also from Capstone. Rise. The other one that I mentioned that I was excited to check out at PAX. Jamie's probably going to hate this game. It's like a economic social development city builder that doesn't look super pretty.
There's purple in it,
but I guess these 2 now.
Oh, contagious. Look at the light.
The really cool thing about Rise is the variability that exists within the game. There's tons of different, like, unique combinations that you can do in order to, like, build out your city.
I like that fancy lady.
I think you actually will like it.
I feel like I like this maybe more than this. This one is very beige.
I didn't think you'd like Shores of Tripoli, and you loved Shores of Tripoli.
That's true. Don't judge a
and
book
I do
by
believe
its
this is
cover.
2-player only.
It is.
Yeah.
And Jeff, in case you guys didn't know, we're 1, 2. I'm into this artwork on the side. It's very sketch. That's so
What's that mean?
sketch.
Oh, like an actual sketch.
Stop trying to make sketch a thing. It's not going to be a thing. Okay, next game is called Fife, and this was also gifted to us by Tyler and Ilya. Thank you, Tyler and Ilya. I don't know anything about it, but it looked pretty, so I wanted it.
It's very cute.
Very pretty.
Is it surfboards?
I don't know. I literally don't know anything about it. Surfboard. Beyonce. Then, a gift from our friend Doolin. Was this a gift?
It was a gift.
Aw,
so thank you, Doolin.
And that is Vivid Memories. I have wanted to try this game for forever because I think it came out this year at some point, maybe early on, and it just looks really pretty, and it's about making memories.
It wasn't quite a gift because I had to give him a hug for it.
That price is too high for me.
So there was a transaction.
I didn't know that. Can we get a refund?
No refunds on the hug.
Okay.
It's already been...
Well, you know, you win some, you lose some, am I right? Then we were gifted from Billy and Michelle Dog Lover because they had an extra copy. I actually got to play this with Michelle last year. No, wasn't last year. This year, earlier in the year when I visited. Because I visit them all the time, as many times as I can. And this is just a very cute game from AEG.
We're now suckers for small box card games.
Oh, what do you mean now? Always.
Well, you always were. I wasn't so much, but now I am.
I love them. This was also a gift from Michelle from Second Star to the Left. She actually picked Wicked and Wise up for me at
Gen Con.
Because I just couldn't wait to get my own copy at PAX, which I could have done. Instead, I had to wait and visit her and then get it. Yeah. Anyways, look how freaking cute. There's mice and there's dragons, and I don't exactly know what else you would need in a game.
If you have a dragon and a mouse in a game,
yes,
print.
I'm listening.
Print money.
Print money.
Print that money.
Also waiting for us when we came home from the op, we had the newest expansion for Sorcerer's Arena Epic Alliances, Thrills and Chills, which has Jack Skellington, Mother Gothel, and the Horned King.
I love that trio.
Yeah, this is obviously like an evil trio. Yeah. Then we also got Mischief in Diagon Alley, which is the Harry Potter version. Mickey and Friends Food Fight and Merry Madness, which is the Nightmare Before Christmas. So they just have different like themes of this game, and basically it's just like a toss stuff at your friends kind of game.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. My most anticipated game of PAX. Probably one of my most anticipated games of this year.
Hickory.
Dickory. And this is from Plaid Hat Games, which they were once again so kind to gift this to us at the very end of the con. This was a demo copy, which means that it has been touched by many hearts and hands.
It has.
This game, I just learned it. We are going to play it tonight, and I am so, so excited. Look.
We're playing Bayou Bash, Applejack, and Hickory Dickory.
It's only 7 o'clock.
I'm going to need coffee.
I'm
fine. For it, but I'll need some coffee.
This game
Let's freaking get in some games.
Let's get into
Finally.
it. Okay, this game looks adorable. We will definitely have coverage on this coming soon. Cannot tell you how happy I was to receive this, and I love it already. Now, I know what you're wondering. Jamie, where did you spend all your money? I'm glad you asked.
This is nonsense.
So here's the thing. I spend too much time with Michelle from Second Star to the Left, who is a very...
Can we look?
Yeah, who is a big advocate of Button Shy games. And so she takes me to the booth. She takes me to the booth as if I'm not going to buy literally everything. Every day they have this like secret box that has all these games that you just can't get anymore. And so I went every day and I bought almost every single game that was in that box.
So much so that they recognized her when she was going back.
I was like, I'm back. I got Fruition.
And yes, Jamie purchased all of these.
Yeah, I purchased all. That's for Siege of Vienna. That's an expansion.
Oh, that's a promo card.
Don't
throw it like that.
Well, it was in with my Button Shy games. I got Fruition, which is a like party game.
Sorry, just a second.
Tyler and Ilya are calling us. Wait. Hey, can you see me? We're literally in the middle of recording. Wait, look.
Oh my goodness.
We're just finishing up. I'm showing them my Button Shy games. Okay.
What are you doing?
All right.
Woo!
Are you naked?
Oh, look at that racing stripe, Jeff. You look so snazzy.
What's a racing stripe?
That's a cowlick.
We like your haircut.
Thank you. I needed it.
We'll call you back in like 10 minutes.
Okay.
Bye. That was Tyler and Ilya. Okay, anyways. Then I got the Family Diner, and this is actually an RPG game.
Before they called, I was going to say, I actually, I pick at you, but I actually think it's cool that you...
I literally can take this anywhere. They gave me this fanny pack.
As long as you play them all.
They gave me a fanny pack because
I
bought so many.
I can't even say that because, look how many games we have.
Exactly. Come on. Anyways, I think it's really cool that they have little RPG games. It's 18 cards.
Are you going to say all of them? Let's go.
Family Dinner. Then I got this one called Handsome. It's a word game. I got one called Wild Tales, which is a legacy game. This is an 18-card legacy game, a pirate legacy.
That's pretty cool.
Hello. I got Battle Crest, which is a skirmish game, 2-player skirmish game.
Cool.
I got In Vino Morte, the pixelated version, which is also a little party game.
Why are you throwing them so aggressively? Just set them down.
I got this one called Avignon. Avignon. Clash of Popes. This is a game about popes.
You'll never play this one.
I got an Otter 1. And you want to know what? It's about otters.
You have to color code these, I feel.
So cute.
Do you know what I mean? Like a rainbow?
Definitely. Then I got Time Travel Entertainment Inc., which is another RPG. I got Forest Sky. It's about birds, I think. I don't know. I got this one called Arcane Bakery Clash, about baking, I assume. This one is called Adder, and it is a real-time game. I got one called Making Manhattan, where you build Manhattan, obviously. Turbo Drift, a racing game. An 18-card racing game. Cunning Folk, which I have played before with Michelle, and I really liked it, so I wanted to get my own copy. This one is very sad. It's called I Guess This Is It. It's an RPG game about dying.
Oh.
Yeah. but the cards are really cute. And then finally, I got one called Smoke and Mirrors. And now I said finally, but I just realized that there's still a couple up in my bag because I was learning them on the plane. I also got Rage More. Yeah. I got Antinomy or Antinami. Anyways.
And how many others did you already have?
4 or 5.
So how many total Button Shy games do you have now?
Not enough.
And how many fanny packs do you have?
Okay, so then Michelle gave me another fanny pack because my fanny pack was full and I have more games. How cool is this? Ready to go. My fanny pack. Anyways, that's everything that we got at PAX Unplugged. I'm stuck in my fanny pack.
An hour worth of listing off games is nuts.
We also talked about our little trip. You know, did we get a couple of games? Yes. Did we buy new Calyx shelves today? Also, yes.
We did.
And that's that.
2 of them.
2 of them. That is all we have for today. If you also went to PAX Unplugged, I'd be very interested to hear what you got, what you were the most excited to see. I had to pull Jeff away from a game called Snapship Tactics because that would have cost us $1 million, but it looked really cool.
Yeah, I want to know, like, you know, maybe in the comments, like, throw out, like, what game you picked up that you're most excited for or something. We didn't get to see everything.
Yeah. I'm
curious what other people were excited to see and picked up.
And how many Button
I saw
Shy
so
games
many
did you
people
get?
ripping around with Frosthaven boxes.
Yeah.
Ryan, who's in the Discord, was carrying it around.
That is all that we have for you today. Now, if you're interested in buying board games like any of the many that we mentioned today, you should first start by checking your friendly local gaming store. And for us, that is...
the Boardroom Game Cafe.
Exactly. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you see...
please subscribe.
We hope to see you again soon. And now we say goodbye. Goodbye.
Later days.
Just going off to work. Fanny pack. So last video, we're like, oh, it's only 30.
It's over 40 if you're including your little...
yeah. Well, last video, I'm like, oh, it's only 30, so it's not that bad. But if you consider, this is coming kind of in the same month. So really, it's like a 60 game haul.
Yeah, but that 30 was for like 2 months.
That's right, Jeff. That's the best attitude.
So it's really like 20 a month, which isn't... it's like a game a day, which isn't any better.
It's not, yeah.
I thought there was something else in that box.
He comes with a mask, so he becomes a different character.
Yeah. It's not really a spoiler. And then I looked at the cover and I was like...
yep. Oops.
All right.
That's the deal.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm annoyed at this already.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter. I gotta check my phone because I got a text and that's weird.
You got a text?
Tyler, help, I need to pick 4.
Pick 4 what?
Photos.
Of what?
Him.
Aw. They're all winners, Tyler. You're freaking adorable.
All right, Tyler, here we go, bud. Top left.
My sign is as hurt.
Top far left.
Sound like you said fart. Oh yeah, bottom far right for sure. Bottom middle for sure. Top far left for sure. Aw, he's so cute.
First one.
I did it.